Today we're going to talk about this IKEA Rudsta cabinet. Now this is my plant cabinet. You've seen it in a couple of videos. Actually, there's a video when I moved to this apartment of me cleaning it out, setting it up. And that's in a moving with plants video. Really cool video if you haven't watched it. And today I need to clean it. We've talked about cleaning this cabinet for a few weeks now, and I'm finally getting around to it. So what we're going to do today is take everything out, and then we're going to wipe it down and put some plants back in it. In the cabinet, there is a fan. There is a couple of different types of lights. I've got one headlight and then two sets of lights that are on the side to give some direct light as well. And then we've got a small humidifier in there. Everything in here needs cleaning. I actually haven't cleaned this since I moved in, and we've almost been here a year, so it's well overdue. As you can see, some of the lights have fallen, so we'll need to tack those back in, somehow find a way to secure them to the walls again. I was using this tacky, not tape, but like putty, and it seems that that has let loose, and so we'll need to find something new or see if we can mix it up back together and get it to stick again. Once we're done with that, we're going to wipe down the outside of it, so all the plants on the top and on the inside will come out, and we may replace it with some new options. A couple of videos ago, I actually repotted some plants, so maybe we'll pull some of those to throw in this cabinet. Now, I got the Rudsta in 2022, May, and the first goal of this was to throw all of my Hoyas in there and see if one controlled climate would help them. For some, it worked. I got blooms, I got great growth. Then I noticed some of the plants were outgrowing the cabinet, so I had to move them outside of the cabinet, and I started replacing it with other items. Everything that's been in there has been usually a propagation, or it's been something small enough that was bought purposely for it to go into the cabinet. The back of the cabinet's lined with some cups, so that's where I put majority of these smaller plants. And then on the floor of the cabinet, I was usually putting some of the larger options or taller options. I also have figured out ways to hang items within the Rudsta. So that's really cool because some of the hanging plants could actually drape down. And then I also had some different vases and options for, or vessels for plants to actually have them hang down. Sole purpose of, well, not sole purpose, but eventually I want to have beautiful, long, luscious leaves. If you've watched some of my other videos, plant videos especially, you would know that I love long, strappy leaves. And that's the goal of this cabinet, is to have it full of long, luscious leaves or long trailing plants. We'll see how this works out in the future. You are watching All Things Aaron. Hi, I'm Aaron, and welcome to my channel. I appreciate your support, so if you could, hit the subscribe button. All right, so I've cleaned out the cabinet. Everything's wiped down, glass is wiped down. I actually sprayed down my plants that were in there with some alcohol, a little bit of peroxide, and some soap just to do a little cleaning. I'm gonna rinse them off, and then I'm going to let them soak for a little bit in some water and plant food. That's all I can think of. I can't even think of what the plant, I'll show you what it is. So once that's done, I'll start putting everything back in the cabinet, and I'll reset the cabinet with all the plants. All right, I put a little protective piece on the bottom here. I started noticing a lot of scratches on the base of the frame, so this will hopefully help that. Additionally, when I go to clean this again, I can just lift this up and clean the protective piece and not have to go through so much work. Step 2 is to figure out how to get these lights back on. Couple of options I've got the putty that I used before, and that I just sandwiched in the crease. The hard part about this as well is that it's at an angle. So, was it like a 90-degree angle that I would have to, and not even a full half a inch to use a surface on either side. So I'm gonna have to figure out something small enough but strong enough to actually secure it. I might go with a few things. I've got some 3M strips and some more putty. So I might alternate 3M strip, putty, 3M strip, clamp that in, and then on the other side, do 2 pieces with 1 putty in the middle, clamp that in, and hopefully with the humidity and the heat of the lights, that keeps it secure, and I'm able to at least have them stay up there for another year. All right, what a day. So I've cleaned it out, put everything back in. As soon as I get all of the plants in, I think the weight of the soil and the water, especially since I put some new plants in there as well, created too much weight. Therefore, it started to slide. I don't know if you can notice, and I'll get a close-up view here. All the plants are now at the bottom of the Rudsta. They're not supposed to be there. They're supposed to be at the top. But for now, we're going to leave it until I can figure out what's next. It's a possibility that I can rig it to pull it back up. My other option is to buy some containers to put at the top or some shelves to put at the top that are magnet, and we'll just magnet to the back and I can secure it however I need to. I don't want to stick anything in there because eventually if I decide to change it, I want to be able to have that flexibility. My only other option is to come up with some shelves, different shapes and sizes that I can put in there to create some sections and some variety, but we'll see. For this video though, we've completed everything. We've cleaned it, we've put the lights back up, we've got some fresh plants in there. It looks much better now that everything's clean. The glass is clean, you can actually see into it. I'm happy with this project.